Hello world, welcome back to CodingScientist.com. We are watching the most exciting tutorial, a hands-on lesson on artificial intelligence and robotics using Jetson Nano JetBot robotic kit. Alright guys, we are on lesson number 24. Let me take a look at it. Yes, we are on lesson number 24 and the most important thing, we are going to connect JetBot through the web browser remotely on a headless mode. So let me show you what we are going to do. Yes, this is our most exciting manual. So we are going to follow this particular instruction. So what we are going to do is I have already removed my HDMI port and the power and stuff like that. So this is totally dead now. If you can see my JetBot here on my desk, it's absolutely dead, right? It's not connected. Now what you got to do is make sure that these wires are plugged in correctly as per the drawing in one of the previous lesson I showed you, okay, with the GPIO pins on the Jetson Nano. And your 8650 batteries are charged completely and keep it ready. Now what you need to do is you got to switch this on, this switch. Can you see here? This is the switch. You got to switch it on, this particular switch. I'm going to switch it on now. There you go, and you can see the cooling fan above the Jetson Nano. It swings very fast. In next couple of seconds you can see this OLED screen popping up with your Wi-Fi network's IP address. So it takes about 15-20 seconds, sometimes even more. Let's hope it happens pretty quick. It's gonna happen anytime soon. Once you get that IP address here, just make a note of it in your notebook. There you go. Can you see? Can you see guys? There you go. I can see. I'll just bring it close to the camera. Not sure if it is clear. Maybe it may be clear. But anyway, you can take a note of the IP address which is reflecting on the OLED screen here. Okay. And then what you need to do, I'll just leave it as it is. Make sure guys you have sufficient space around for the bot to run. Okay. So because this is going to run very fast in the initial lessons. So keep this ready, make a note of your IP address, and then we will follow the next step. So what is the next step guys? So once you get your IP address, if you look at the manual, all right, so what you got to do is you need to copy this particular URL, http://192.168. That is an example IP address. In this place you need to put your IP address. Okay, so I am going to show you how to do it. So I am going to open my browser. All right, this is my browser and I am going to put my IP address, http://192. there you go. So this is my IP address. As soon as you log in, it's going to ask for user ID or a password, and by default it is JetBot. You got to just type JetBot and you will see this particular screen. All right, so this is pretty straightforward guys. See in the manual you can see I took the screenshot and I put it off here. You will see exactly this screen. It's a Jupyter notebook on the cloud, on the Google cloud, which is running inside your JetBot. So you got to put this password as JetBot. Okay, the user ID is password JetBot and the password is JetBot. So typically it doesn't ask user ID. It's just going to ask the password. You got to put password. If you refer the manual, it's clearly instructed over there. All right, and then let's look at what we are going to do. So you got to click this particular window on the left. If you click there, can you see there's a directory, there's a folder here on the left hand side. If you see my mouse, I'm just trying to show it to you. If you double click, you will get these three directories like desktop, JetBot and JetCard with examples.desktop. So don't worry about that. I'm going to walk you through one by one. So make sure that you are ready with this particular screen. You are logged in, you are already on headless mode, and we are going to move the bot with some basic controls and commands, and I will teach you step by step each and every functionality as we go forward. All these lessons are going to be Python, based on Python, and the codes are well explained in the repository already on your Jupyter Notebook with examples. So I'm going to walk you through step by step, not to worry. So we are going to access this JetBot in middle. All right, guys. So until then, stay tuned. I'm going to be back in the next lesson, and it's going to get more excited. Goodbye.